You know what's weird? Going into a full day of cleaning with a full face of makeup on. Just testing some foundations. Hey guys, what's up? I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Today, we are gonna be testing out a whole bunch of products I found on Cleaning Talk. Somehow I arrived there and I'm not mad about it. There is a sub area of TikTok which is solely dedicated to different cleaning techniques and methods, products, gadgets, like all these different things that I had never heard of before, which doesn't speak very highly of my cleaning abilities. But they all looked so good and so satisfying seeing all these clean, ovens and shoes and various other things. So I wanted to test them out today because it's getting into spring. I'm feeling like doing a little spring cleaning, and also in my last video, my oven was disgusting. And if you enjoy a good cleaning video, I will link the last one I did where I tested out some more products. We are going to be using one of the products from that video today, which is also super popular. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you haven't already. New videos here every single Saturday. And let's dive into the first product. And that is the original shoe cleaner. This is the Pink Miracle shoe cleaner, and everyone's been using it on their shoes. And so I have some white shoes so we can really see how these work. I'm gonna start with my super old kids, and then if I'm feeling adventurous, I will also try my Nikes. So I'm a little scared to start with these ones because I don't want to ruin them. But you can see both of these have a lot of scuff marks. They are pretty dirty and could use a little pick-me-up pre-spring, First things first, in this package, there is a little brush that you use to kind of scrub the product in, and that's it. It's a pretty straightforward process. Set it up on this little shoe tray thing and we'll see what happens. So first of all, the little brush, I thoroughly wet it. I'm gonna add a little bit of the cleanser to it. Oh right, I have to open it. Very smart, so wise. There we go. And then, well, it's definitely making the sole a lot wider. Let's see about the fabric though. Adding a little bit more soap. This definitely takes a little bit of elbow grease, just fair warning, but you can see the difference between the part that I have used on the rubber sole versus the part that I haven't. It is a pretty drastic difference, yikes. But the fabric is taking some work to try and get the stains out. Plus it's also wet, so it's hard to tell. So I will continue to scrub at this, but let's also try the Nikes. So I'm going to re-wet the brush. It is super wet. My hand's all wet. Put a little bit of soap on. And then let's do half and then keep the other half dirty and see if we can see the difference. All right. I feel like I've thoroughly soaked this. So I'm now gonna go get a damp towel and kind of wipe all of it away. All right, I have my cloth. Okay, so you can see right there is where I cleaned it versus where I didn't clean it. Pretty impressive stuff. Back still needs a little bit of work. I got some scuff marks here, but again, you can see the difference. All right, so finished one shoe right here, and I think I have some thoughts on it. So looking side by side with the other shoe, because I did one shoe and not the other, you can see it's obviously cleaner. It is not whiter, so it kind of depends on what your goal is, I guess. If you're just trying to clean your sneakers, this is gonna do it. It's gonna get rid of everything, and it is a fairly easy process to do. If you are trying to whiten your white sneakers and really get them to pop, this isn't going to do that for you, but it did do what it said it was going to do. So thumbs up for that. If you have any suggestions for whitening your white shoes, let me know. Okay, the next stuff we're gonna be testing out is the pink stuff. We're going with a very pink theme right now. This is the Cleaning Miracle Paste, and this can be used all over the house, so that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna test it in a whole bunch of different locations, starting in the bathroom and then working our way to the oven, pans, you name it, we're gonna try it. But it's like a pink paste, and it's supposed to be amazing at getting grime and hard to take off stuff off of things. I'm very good at explaining this. So we're gonna start on this grout. So I have tested another really popular method, which is using toilet bowl cleaner on the grout lines and using a little scrubby brush to get rid of it, and it works really well. I haven't had any luck on a couple of spots here, so I'm gonna see if this paste actually, you know, like makes a dent in it. Like, look at that. That is disgusting. And for whatever reason, the bleach doesn't seem to be doing a good job for me, so I'm gonna try this. First of all, just open this up. This is what it looks like. Mmm, appetizing. But it is a pink paste. It doesn't seem to have a really strong scent to it either. So let's test out a little bit of this, and we'll attack this grout here. It seems to be making a bit of a dent, but not aggressive enough. I probably need to do another round of the bleach. Let's try another area. So the other area I struggle with is this little drain right here. Nothing seems to get those rust stains up, or at least not super easily. So I've like cleaned this tub and everything, and that just like won't come off. So again, I'm going to take some of that. No, that's not coming off. I think it's just like the sealant is like totally stained. I need to like completely remove that. Oh, that's annoying. We are 0 for 2, but I don't think it's the fault of the cleaner. So let's go downstairs and try it in the kitchen. I really need to clean my oven, so hopefully this works. Okay, so first we're gonna be testing it on my pans, and I just need to warn you, they're disgusting. I'm warning you already. Now you're prepared. This is what the back of my pan looks like. I don't clean the back of my pan. Why would I? But I figured this would be a good place to test how well this works. So I'm gonna do half of the pan with this stuff, and we'll see if it scrapes up any of this disgusting grime. Okay, I think I need more. I can see it like starting to come off. It doesn't come off easily. It's not gonna give this to me. That is disgusting though. Cool. Slowly but surely, I can see the bottom of my pan again. This does take a lot of elbow grease though. I'm gonna use a rougher sponge now, because that seems to be what other people are doing. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's that much better. This is a lot of elbow grease for the bottom of a pan. I'm sure I could keep going and it'll just like continue to do it. It's just, it's very slow. So you can see here, I mean, it did make a difference, especially on like all of that like orange stain. That's disgusting. But it's gonna need a lot more elbow grease to get all of this stuff off, versus on this side, I think Chris just used like baking soda and some dish soap. So to me, not that big of a difference in terms of like ease of cleaning it off. But we have one more place to test, the oven, which is pretty gunked up right now. So let's see if we can make any sort of a dent in this. I feel like nothing is happening right now. You can see it's not really making a huge impact. Even on the outside here, along the sides, I would rather get something a little bit stronger, I think. Unless you have any suggestions, because this just isn't doing anything. All right, the next product we're gonna be testing out is Folex. And I saw a woman use this, and she says she uses this on all of her, I think she has like white couches, and she has a bunch of kids, and she's like, this is what keeps my house clean. And I was like, tell me less, I need it right now. So we're gonna be testing it in a multitude of different ways. Number one way is on this unstained pillow, which I'm gonna stain. And also I have a bunch of set-in stains on the carpets upstairs, so we're gonna try it on that as well. But this is very intriguing. Like, everyone seems to be obsessed with it, and like instant results. So this is over a bucket, P.S. Ooh. Oh no, so messy. Okay, I'm gonna let these stay on here for a couple of minutes and let them, you know, really work into the fabric. And let's go and test the Folex on the upstairs stains. Okay, so the first stain we are gonna attempt is one on Julia's floor from when we moved in. Do I think this is going to work? No, but the reviews on this product are so insane. I have to try. I have to try. These were leftover stains from, I think from a bed, like the posts of the bed from the previous owners, and they've just been sort of imprinted in the carpet. And we've had like a professional team come through, and they're like, these aren't going to come up. We covered it with a rug, it's fine. But I have to try it on the impossible stain first, and then go on to the other ones, because best believe I have a lot of stains on my carpet. I do my makeup up here. Also nail polish. Ooh, yeah, there's a lot of stains on my carpet. So here is the stain in question. It is an instant carpet spot remover. It's supposed to be all natural, I believe. Let me just double check that. My bad, it's not all natural, it's just non-toxic. So it's not gonna be irritating on the skin, it's not flammable, it is non-magnetic, which I didn't even know was a thing. Apparently it's not gonna attract other stains to it. Anyway, and also, by the way, this is sold out literally everywhere. I will try and get a link for you guys if it's any good. So it says to apply it liberally and watch the stain just disappear. That feels pretty liberal. And then I'm just supposed to rub it in with my fingertips. Like agitate it, I guess. And then blot. Still there, hasn't really budged. I didn't really expect anything, but I don't think it looks any different from before and after, side by side. No. Let's try some other areas though. Here's another one in Luke's room, which is
covered in Lego.
This is nail polish and it was spilled maybe a year or two ago. So again, let's try this. Agitate it. Get in there. And blot. It'd be really nice if this worked, because I mean, these stains have been on here forever. And I tried the green machine thing, and it didn't do anything to the stain, so I was kind of hoping that this would. Not really noticing anything. I'm gonna try and put more on the stains. Feel like nothing is happening. Is it just me? Do they feel a little bit fainter? I think it's just me. And I know that I'm asking a lot right now because these are super old stains, so let's try a not super recent but more recent than the other two stains. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is right underneath my makeup area. We have some makeup stains. This one. Oh, here's another one. Let's see. If I scrub them all, will these stains come up? Because so far this stuff isn't impressing me on old, stubborn stains. And this was what it was supposed to be like really good for. Feels a little lighter. That one's coming up okay. That one seemed to work. Well, 1 of 6 isn't great. So now let's try it on that pillow downstairs, and I want to compare the results of that to using the little green machine thing, because that's what I had been using up to this point for stains, and it was working really well. So I was just walking upstairs for something else, and I just realized I have these marks on the wall, and I wonder if this will touch that. Let's try. I'm gonna try on this one down here. I mean, yeah, it came out nice. I know people use like the magic, those sponges too, which is another super popular thing, but I have this paste, so we're gonna try. Wow, works super well. Now granted, my walls are kind of white, so I don't know how it would work on like colorful walls. Love this for me. Why do I have so many of them all over my wall? This is actually probably from moving all of the lights up and down the stairs. Okay, laid out the pillow now. It's been sitting there for a good solid 20 minutes now. And now I'm going to be testing the Folex versus the Bissell. I bought this contraption at the beginning of the pandemic, and it's really good. The one thing I will say is that it's super annoying that the tank, this is the dirty tank, like it's almost impossible to get it clean. It's disgusting. And also the head of this thing doesn't come apart. So, I mean, I've tried soaking it, and like this top thing, it just doesn't, like everything gets like gunked up under here. So that's super annoying. Don't love it for that. But in terms of cleaning, it does a really good job. Okay, so I'm gonna spray the Folex on this part. Oh, they weren't kidding. Okay, so it really like, just comes right off. Okay. It's turning it kind of green, which is mildly alarming, but hopefully that's just part of the process. Get the coffee too. I guess rub it in. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for a minute, and then we'll do the Bissell on the other side. And I'm just using a little brush here to kind of rub it in, similar to the the full X. While that sits in, let's go back to the other side. Still nothing. Let me rinse this cloth. And I feel like the more I spray on it, the better it does, which is interesting. Like if I really get the stuff in there, it's just like, this is not the miracle I was expecting. Let's go back to the Bissell side. This, I don't even know what this is. Why is it green? Maybe it's the pillow inside, I don't know. All right, so that's round 2 of the 2 different cleansers and what they look like on the pillow. Very interesting to me is the difference between the red wine stains, but you can see it's gotten rid of all of the red stains here. This, it doesn't seem to be touching right now, so I'm gonna put some more of this on and see if it starts pulling up some of that coffee stain. Ah, here we go. Slowly but surely, it seems to be pulling up the stains. This one is still kind of green though, but it seems to be working on the coffee one, just like very slowly. I mean, so far the clear winner is the full X. I'm gonna still keep working on this and see what it ends up looking like tomorrow. Look at that. It changes the color, that's so crazy. Just jumping in here really quick to show you the state of my pillow. She's clean. Hopefully you guys can see it is clean again. And then for the pillowcase, for the most part, she's clean, except for right here. And I think this was actually the Bissell side. So I'm going to put some Full-X on this and also on this little spot right here, which I didn't actually attack it with the Bissell, so I'm not gonna blame it on that, and just see if that comes out. But other than that, everything came out in the wash. Now let's test out this guy, which I saw on a couple of people's videos and they seem to really like it. And it's a cordless power scrubber. I thought we would test this out in the bathroom on my shower and see if it actually makes the whole process a lot easier. I've also seen people like scrubbing a floor with it, and like, no, I'm not using this to scrub my floor. That would take forever. But I can see the purpose of it on like a shower or in the nooks and crannies around like a sink and things like that. So let's go try this. So this is what it looks like. You can extend it like so you can reach up high up in your shower, you know? What I want to see is this going to spray chemicals all over the bathroom? Because that's what I think is going to happen, but it claims that doesn't actually happen. So, to bring it back down. It isn't not heavy. It's mildly heavy. It's not helpful at all, but anyway, let's turn this on. This is one of the heads. It has like a rounded mushroom one and then like a cone one. Whew. It's spraying water everywhere. I don't have anything on it right now. The water's just flinging off. So how does this? I'm not doing anything. It's just moving itself along. Okay, that's pretty easy. What I want to, it won't stay. This is like a 5-year-old, and you're trying to get the 5-year-old to do what you want. And you're like, okay, they're going, oh no, they're going this. I have genuine concern that it's just going to spray all the chemicals everywhere, but like, I'll try it on the floor. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this stuff on it. I'm just, like, it's probably not the way you're supposed to do it, but like, I mean, that's gonna do the job. Add some water, you know, maybe a little bit more on the other side. Yeah, I am cleaning talk. Let's see what happens. It's like aggressively trying to go this way. Like trying to shove it in the corner. But I mean, like, it's cleaning. And I'll tell you what, this is a lot easier than like bending down and scrubbing. I don't know if this is like an every week clean, but like if I noticed any significant grime or buildup, I know I would go for something like this over trying to scrub it. This is a lot faster. You know what? Let's go to the bathtub and just see like how much it slips and slides around on it, because this is like a different tile. Let's test that. Here we go. Let's try this. Woo! We're doing our own thing. Oh, this is so much easier. For like the hard water buildup and stuff on the bottom of the tub. Yeah. Need some more water. This is so much easier. Might try the adjustment in. Like the only thing with this is that it has a bit of a mind of its own, so you kind of have to like figure out how to maneuver it. So it's good for hard to reach areas or like just kind of like going around the outside of the tub, but like trying to get into those like nitty gritty areas, it's not my favorite. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if this is worth how expensive it is. Like I feel like this is really good if someone has, you know, like arthritis, joint pain, or just finds it super cumbersome to be constantly dealing with a lot of the grime and the buildup, especially if you have hard water. I can see something like this being really, really useful, but like for an everyday clean, like lugging that out, like I probably wouldn't in the same way I use like my vacuum or something. So tell me, which one of these products were you the most impressed with? Leave me a comment down below if you've tried any of these products before, or if you have any recommendations for other products that maybe I missed. Let me know. I'm always up for a new cleaning product. Make sure you check out these other videos on the side in case you have missed any recently. I hope you are having a fantastic, fantastic Saturday, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you all. Mwah.